Imagine standing within an ancient forest as the first light of dawn filters through the canopy. The air is cool, filled with the scent of damp earth and pine. Above, the leaves of immense trees form a vast green ceiling dappled with sunlight. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves, carrying the distant call of a bird. Below, on the forest floor, mosses, ferns, and fallen leaves form a soft carpet. A tiny shrew scurries through the undergrowth, its whiskers twitching, searching for its morning meal. Everything here, from the tallest tree to the smallest insect, appears to be living its own separate life. But this apparent solitude is an illusion. In reality, every living thing is connected through a complex and invisible network. This intricate web of relationships ecologists call population interactions. It describes the countless ways different groups of organisms affect one another's survival and daily existence. These interactions are the threads that weave the tapestry of life. They determine who eats whom, who helps whom, and who must compete for resources. A silent, continuous drama played out every moment, shaping the ecosystem we are only beginning to understand. This grand performance unfolds across the planet, from sun-scorched savannas to the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. Among the most wondrous of these connections are the partnerships where different species work together. One of the most beautiful examples is mutualism, a relationship where both organisms benefit. Consider the humblebee buzzing from one flower to the next. As it drinks the sweet nectar deep within the blossom, its fuzzy body becomes dusted with pollen. When it flies to another flower, it carries this pollen with it, helping the plant to reproduce. The bee gets a vital meal. The flower is able to create seeds. It is a perfect exchange, a partnership that has shaped our world, responsible for much of the food we eat and the flowers we admire. Deep beneath the ocean waves, another remarkable mutualistic bond exists between the clownfish and the sea anemone. The anemone, with its waving, venomous tentacles, is a deadly predator for most small fish. Yet the clownfish is immune. It makes its home safely within the anemone's embrace, protected from larger fish that dare not venture too close. In return for this safe haven, the clownfish helps to clean the anemone, lures in food for its host, and may even chase away butterfly fish that prey on the anemone. Together, they form an inseparable pair, a bright jewel of cooperation in the bustling city of the coral reef. A slightly different, more casual kind of teamwork is known as proto-cooperation. Not all interactions in nature are so harmonious. Many are defined by a constant struggle. One of the most powerful forces is competition, which occurs when two or more organisms require the same limited resources: food, water, space. On the African plains, lion prides fiercely defend their territories against rival prides. A larger territory means access to more prey and a greater chance of survival for their cubs. These confrontations can be violent and even deadly, as each group fights to secure the resources necessary for its existence. This same struggle happens on a different scale in the plant world, where trees in a dense forest stretch their branches ever higher, competing for precious sunlight. Another fundamental interaction is herbivory, the eating of plants. Though it may seem peaceful, it is a critical part of the food web. In a quiet meadow, a deer grazes on tender grasses and leaves, converting the plant's energy into its own. This act sustains the deer and influences the plant community. On a smaller scale, a caterpillar methodically chews its way through a leaf, storing up energy for its transformation into a butterfly. The most dramatic of all interactions is undoubtedly predation, where one animal, the predator, hunts and kills another, the prey. Picture a cheetah, a marvel of speed and agility, exploding across the savannah in pursuit of a gazelle. Each is locked in an ancient evolutionary arms race. The cheetah is built for the chase, the gazelle is built for escape. As we pull back and view the living world from a distance, these interactions begin to merge, forming a vast and interconnected system. It is a web of life, intricate and far-reaching. The predator-prey relationship between the owl and the mouse influences the number of seeds the mice eat, which in turn affects the growth of new trees. The mutualistic bond between the bee and the flower ensures the continuation of plant life, which provides the very air we breathe and the food that sustains countless herbivores. Every thread is connected to every other thread, creating a system of extraordinary complexity and resilience. These connections create a state of balance, a dynamic equilibrium. If the gazelle population grows too large, it might overgraze the plains, but the cheetah population would likely increase as well. Each interaction acts as a check or a balance on another, preventing any single species from spiraling out of control. It demonstrates that ecosystems are not just random collections of plants and animals, but highly organized communities where every member has a role to play. From the frozen poles to the equatorial forests, from the highest mountains to the abyssal plains of the ocean, these relationships are the invisible architecture of nature. They are the product of millions of years of evolution, a finely tuned dance of cooperation, competition, and consumption. The secret web of life is not so secret after all. It is all around us, a constant reminder that no living thing exists in isolation. Each one is part of a grand, elaborate, and beautiful story, the story of life itself.